Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
YouTube, what is good, bro? It's finally here. This probably should have dropped ages ago. I apologize for having it so late this year, man. But look, y'all, we are here with the post tutorial, man. Post tutorial, man. You seen this in the shoot around, man. You seen the title and the thumbnail. It is time for the post tutorial. Now, my favorite post scorer in the game at the moment is Sabonis. Sabonis is my favorite post scorer in the game. And here's the thing, when it comes to Sabonis, man, it's all about the stick work. I mean, with the post moves, it's all about the stick work. But Sabonis is my favorite just based off of his post fade and his post hook. But I'm going to teach y'all every little thing compared to doing it with the stick, with square, you know, post fading, up and unders, post hooks, drop steps, post spins, things like that. You know, that's what we're going to go with. And the first move we're going to go over is the drop step. Now, to do the drop step, you want to be holding L2. You see, I'm in the post animation, so you're holding L2. And you tap square and you point your analog stick, I like to say up or towards the basket. Really, you want to point it towards the basket. That's all you have to do. Hold L2, you tap square, and the thing is, you're tapping square. But the thing is, when you want to continue to go up, then you hold square directly afterwards. So you tap it to activate the animation, then you hold square to go up. Because 2K allows you to tap square, so you can do the animation to choose if you want to go up or not. You know, that's why all the up and under animations are in the game. But like I said, you can do it from a pretty good distance from the basket. That's why I say I like to point up or towards the basket. I like to say, because you can drop step outside the paint with this big drop step animation, and then rise up will take you to the dunk. Of course, obviously, when you're down low, you get a big body drop step animation. To tap square, you pump fake. Yo, that was crazy. Sorry, that was crazy. But under the rim, you do drop steps like that. And here's the thing, you always want to point. This is why it's like, I guess you say over the shoulder, really. Instead of pointing up, you want to point over the shoulder of the player to get that drop step animation. Because if you point towards, you know, the non-dominant hand shoulder, you get like a hop animation. But look, that's the drop step. We're going to be trying to go through these animations pretty quick. So we're already going to be on to the next one. I'm getting the square ones out the way. The ones that I use square with the most. Because the rest of the post animations I do with the stick. Now, I do post fades with square. I do post hops and post fades with square. Obviously, you're going to be holding L2 and you want to tap square away from the rim, and that's how you're going to do a post hop. You tap square, and then if you want to shoot it, you hold square again. Now look, the thing is with the post hops is that you're going to get different animations based off of where you point. I point away from the rim, I get this post hop, just like that. Now that one is a hop step. That is not a post hop because I let go L2. But you point away from the rim, you're going to get a post hop. And now look, everybody has different animations. You know, you're going to get different animations based off of where you're on the court and things like that. So you always want to make sure you're pointing certain ways. Over the shoulder, under the shoulder, things like that. But that is the post hop animation that Sabonis has. Over the shoulder, behind the shoulder, things like that. On the left side, on the right side. Now, next we're going to get into the post fades. With post fades, you know, you're holding square really. You're holding square really if you want to get the whole post fade animation. Now, that's with square when you're holding for the post fade. Now, if you want to get up and unders, you want to use the stick. But we're just focusing on the post fade animation. And like I said, you have different animations based off of where you're pointing your stick. And obviously, if you want to go over your shoulder or same side. But post fades, they're really for like over those situations. Guard up and dead eye work pretty well with them. And that's what I like to use them at, you know, at the elbow, you know, do a little shimmy, but we're going to get into that later into the post fade. But like I said, you hold square, point away from the rim, you're going to get a post fade. Hold square, pointing down, you're going to get a post fade on that side. You see what I'm saying? Things like that. Now we're going to get into the little advanced part. Now we're going into the sticks. All stick work, right stick. When I say stick, I mean the right stick. And the first one we're going to get into is the post hook. Everybody's post hook is different, but Sabonis has one of the best post hooks. And if you're too far away from the rim, you will be doing a post fade. Now, all you have to do to do a post hook is you hold up on your analog stick. That is exactly what I'm doing right now. I am holding L2 and I hold up on my analog stick. And as you can see, I will be creating dumb space just like that. And you see how far I am doing it, right? I start my animation under the elbow and then look how far it takes me back. I'm doing a post hook at the mid range. You see what I'm saying? But it's all about positioning on the court. You have to know where to do it at so you can get that good space animation with the post hook. And this post hook technically is pretty cheese if you ask me. You know, I know some people dislike it, but hey man, I'm dropping the sauce for y'all. And that's all you have to do. You're just holding L2 and you're just holding up on the stick and you get a post fade. But look, too far away, I was above the free throw line. You're gonna get that post fade animation. Right under it, post hook, things like that. And obviously you can be close to the rim to do them too, you know, and it'll get you right. Now, when it comes to the post fades with the stick, this is how you really activate your up and unders realistically. And do it up and under, all you want to do is activate the animation. I like to do it with a stick. You can activate it with square. You can't activate it with square. You tap square. Oh my god, see, this is exactly why I don't do it with square. But you can't activate it with square. I know you can activate it with square, but we're going to do it with a stick. Hold the stick back. You want to hold the stick back, the right stick. While you post it up, you hold it away from the rim. Get the pump fake animation. Then you hold up on the stick, the right stick, to do the layup animation. So you're holding the L2, you hold down away from the rim, pump fake, and then up on the stick just like that. Pump fake, because if you're holding it for a second, you only hold it till you see the animation. You don't want to hold it too long. If you hold it too long, you will just shoot the ball. That's why you want to hold it down and get your little up and under. Now, if you don't hold it the right way, you will get that shot animation. That's why you want to make sure that you're always holding up on the stick. Because if you don't hold up right, you will be just shooting the ball out the up and under. Just like that. You're going to be shooting the ball out the up and under. You want to hold up on the stick. But this is where you really get into the post action, post work. Because now that you've been sitting there knocking down post fades, you're going to get them on the jump. And that's when you can do your up and unders. It's very important. It's very important. It's very important. Now we can get a little bit to advanced work. You're holding L2 and you flick down on the right stick, and that's how you dribble the ball low, just like that. And this is very important too, because your opponent is he's going to be trying to figure out what you're doing when you're doing this. But this is how you, I would say, get somebody with a post spin. This is what I do a lot when I want to get somebody with a post spin. So, and I want to tell y'all this, the bouncing, dribbling the ball low before we got into the post spin, because this is what I do when I do my post spins. So all you have to do is just hold L2 and you're just flicking the right stick directly down, and you'll just be dribbling the ball low, and it works perfectly, as you can see. Now we can get into the post spins, and obviously the post spin is with the stick. So after you're done dribbling the ball low, you're in the post, you want to hold. You can hold R2, you don't have to hold R2, but I recommend holding R2 because you want to dunk afterwards. That's usually what happens after a post spin. You get pretty open and you dunk. But you always want to make sure you, based off the opponent, if he's on your right or left side, that's the way you want to spin. Drill the ball low, like I just told y'all, and then you spin your analog stick technically from 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock to get the post spin animation. And like I said, you want to hold R2 so you can get the dunk. You guys know how to dunk. But that's how you spin inward towards the basket from 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And if you're in the same position on this side to go on the back, you want to spin from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock so you can get this spin animation baseline. Remember, it's all about reading and reacting. You want to pay attention to where your opponent is playing you. You know, I drew the ball low. Oh my goodness. I drew the ball low. So he's trying to figure out what I'm doing, and then I spin down low. You can spin out the animation of you dribbling the ball low. That's why I like to do it. It always catches my opponents off guard. Dribble the ball low. Look at that. Instantly cancels the dribbling the ball low animation to go into the post spin. And post spins are pretty fast this year, you know. Now another thing that I like to add on before you do the post spins, post hops, post hooks, whatever, is your dream shake animations. Now remember, I told you guys you hold down, not hold, excuse me, you flick down to get the dribble the ball low, right? So now you flick. I usually flick at 11 right here, 11, 10 o'clock really, to get the dream shake animations. And this, if you have dream shake off, this really gets animations. Same thing with the pump fake. I'm flicking 10, 11 right here. You can, to get these animations, you flick up to switch sides. If you want to switch sides, if you're ever comfortable on certain sides, all you gotta do is just flick up on your right analog stick. See, these are very important things to learn when you're playing in post. Usually people just want to drop step, post spin, and stuff like that, but you gotta switch sides, switch shoulders, things like that. But you get on your most comfortable side right here, flicking inside. This is me flicking at 3 o'clock on the right stick, and this activates animations. Flick inside, spin back, oh excuse me, flick inside, spin back, things like that, y'all. That's what you want to do. Flick inside, spin back, or you flick outside, spin off. It gets you animation. It creates space in the post. Flick, post hook. You know what I'm saying? That's why you guys got to learn the dream shake. I taught you guys how to do every other move before the dream shake. Now I'm letting you guys know, with the dribble the ball low, you're switching your sides with the right stick. Flicking up here, flicking down low to dribble the ball, and then you're flicking, technically, this is probably 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock to get your dream shake animations. I like to flick upwards though, not at 12. I'm mostly flicking up at 10 or 11 to get the dream shake animation. This is the one I use the most. Is on the same side, which is I'm on the left, so that's why I'm saying 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock really, but obviously 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock gets you these shimmy animation, dream shake animations. And these are really what takes the cake when it comes to getting yourself open in the post. This is when your post control is high. You're getting, technically they're like stun animation, ankle breaker animations, so you can make it pretty easy for you to do every other post move. That's my little post tutorial, y'all. It's been your boy JulyGlo. If you have any questions, let me know inside the comments. You know, you can hit me up on Twitter at JulyGlo and things like that. Roll to 2K. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and catch y'all in the next one.